Welcome to Miami. This is a big event city, and folks here are fired up for this one inside Hard Rock Stadium as the Miami Hurricanes try to represent the great tradition of their program. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. And he steps out of bounds at the 15. That's where they'll start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And look, he's going to take a shot right away. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. Defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The defense swarms to make a tackle for loss on that 3rd down catch. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
The Hurricanes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Gets into space at the 50. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Canes looking to keep this drive rolling. Play action here on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Intercepted in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looking for his big tight end. Grab down the middle. It's right. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Game moves it to the 35. First down again. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. You've got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
second down play coming up for this offense. To throw, it's Simmons. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Lee. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now you've got a fourth down.
Pass is broken up. Turnover on down. What a stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out. Showing an aggressive approach here. Going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And the encroachment penalty moves the ball up a little bit. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Here comes a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain. The Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Third and short to try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Motion now from the tight end. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. Ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Love the aggressive nature here by this defense on this 4th down. The offense is going for it, and instead of sitting back, they decide to attack that offensive front. Get after them with a lot of bodies. They're able to come up with that sack.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. Finding some room at the 25. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
He stays alive. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. It's now 2nd and goal. That's the end of the first quarter with the game scoreless.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Defense is coming after him. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Simmons. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Close to the tight end. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that 3rd down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a 1st down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. Returner tackle right there. That's where we'll start the drive. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Offense operating from the pistol. On the ground, it's Jones. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle, but 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back to pass. It's Simmons. The pocket breaking down. He's got a receiver wide open here. Touchdown, Ole Miss. This quarterback on fire today.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0.
That makes the score Ole Miss 7, Miami 0.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one.
Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And the single back takes the handoff. In the clear at the 25. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Past the 20, at the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Canes. Now the all-important extra point. And it's up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's White. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Simmons. Looking for his big tight end. Who makes the grab. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. There's contact on the throw. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. The quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to scramble. Escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it go quickly. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going. And the Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, and it's nearly picked off. Could not hold on to the ball in the end zone. Sets up 2nd down.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And this one is caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here.
Get set, get set. Griffin, Griffin. Go, go.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The Hurricanes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown for the U. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. He's tackled at the 17, so it'll be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. It's like one more play here before halftime. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Canes will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
This offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the powerful Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. They get the 2nd half started with their running play. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Scanning the field. It's Simmons. It's pulled in. Completion on a diving catch. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but the gain all the way to the 28.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
They'll try and run it with the fullback. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Breaking tackles. That's caught. It's Williams. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They give it to the big fullback here. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a 1st down.
I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable, and then we'll see if they can convert.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He brings it back to the 18 before stepping out. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Play action fake, looking to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That puts them on top in the 2nd half. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Jones. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Moves left out of the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the snap, Miami 21, Ole Miss 14.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Eludes a tackle. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught over the middle. It's right. Tackle made after a big gain.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the 4th quarter. It's fourth. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it?
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And they're able to get him down.
The defense is holding on for dear life. They've got a lead. It's late in the game. Just trying to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, they get positive yards here. Now, they don't quite get it into the end zone, but you got to really feel good about this offensive line giving the quarterback enough time. Now, when they roll him out, when they keep him in the pocket, they clearly need a touchdown late in the game right now, down by a possession.
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Looking for 6. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. The ball will turn over on downs.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. At midfield. Past the 40. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Quarterback still with the football. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The Canes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket now to the end zone, but incomplete. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Miami. Still no answer for this offensive machine. And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Lee. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Simmons. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And it's intercepted. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. He's got it for a big gain. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Love to see an aggressive mindset following sudden change. The quick strike here. The defense barely has a chance to even get set up and get established before they have to deal with a big...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. Look at him run through those tacklers. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football.
Well, the quarterback makes a mistake here. That's football 101. Once you get outside of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation and not take the sack, especially in the fourth quarter.
And sack sets up second down. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks loose at the 15. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end